Rafael Nadal couldn't take his eyes off the gorgeous girl next to him. He looked at her about 3 times while sitting on the bench. We know that Nadal's not a creep, but how do you resist the temptation?
Retour à la place de numéro 1 mondial avec un nombre de points complètement hallucinant. Il est au-delà des 14 000 points. Donc Rafael Nadal, c'est un jeu.
Hold on, did the guy operating the sprinkler system fall asleep on the job? Otherwise, how else would you explain the sprinklers going off in the middle of a game? Maybe he just didn't like the tennis team and wanted to mess with them. This is the saddest match you will ever see. David Nalbandian lost his cool during a tennis match, kicked the chair and accidentally bloodied the shin on one of the judges. So, guess who got disqualified for unsportsmanlike conduct?
Racket that has hit this gentleman here. Oh, it's all over. Yeah.
Can a female tennis player take off her shirt like that in front of the audience? Turns out she can't. That's why she got penalised. Novak Djokovic hit one of the line people in the throat with a tennis ball. The woman could barely breathe and she was immediately taken to hospital. Djokovic tried persuading the judges that it was an accident, and still, after about 10 minutes of negotiations, they still didn't believe him. Mardy Fish wasn't expecting to find his teammate bum up over the net after scoring a point. Being a good sport, he went over there and helped him get up and was like, "Don't worry, man, it happens to everyone." No, it does, no?
You can see this. It reminds me, I think, Wimbledon in the 80s when Boris went over the net again.
Tsitsipas will probably go down in history as the most hated tennis player in the world. Aside from his racism, hating countries like France and Russia, and arguing with his opponents on the court, he also texts his father in the middle of the game. And tantrums, don't forget about all of his crazy tantrums, where he is breaking rackets left and right. Take a look at this clip of Serena Williams falling on top of a teenage boy in the front line after saving a point. Serena is a big girl, so please check to see if the boy's hip is alright. If you haven't seen what a cramp looks like in the middle of the game, here's a video that best illustrates it. The female player was in such tremendous pain that she had to lay down in order to stop the pain.
Obviously in tremendous pain.
We're by no means experts in tennis, but shouldn't you give the ball to your partner instead of hitting him with it? If you like tennis, then you've definitely seen this. Maria Sharapova tries to knock the ball case off Novak's head, and it didn't go as planned. She hit a ball case, but this one was different from the one on his head. Kind of leathery. Yeah, sorry about that. Novak Djokovic hit one of the ball girls sitting at the side of the net. And even though the ball knocked her hat off, she still played it off as if nothing had happened. Djokovic rushed towards her to see if she was okay and even gave her a hug.
Better kiss better, please. Aww.
Novak Djokovic decided to enjoy himself when he saw 4 supermodels massaging him, so he took off his shirt. In the end, he gave all of them a hug before getting back to the game. Seeing that she had no other chance of winning, this player called for backup. She went to the mic and told the male audience that she would give anyone a car if they managed to kiss her opponent. Men flooded the tennis court, and security could barely refrain them. Wonder if she held true to her promise. This is why you never horse around with a really fast car, especially if you can't drive. This tennis player wanted to show off after the game, but things didn't go as planned. Novak Djokovic likes to impersonate female tennis players. This time it was Ana Ivanovic's time in the spotlight. This dude really likes to have fun on the court. Take a look at the player in the purple skirt. She will throw the racket in 3, 2, 1. There. We really don't know what she was thinking, but probably thought she could catch the ball by throwing the racket, and the tennis god would magically help her score a point. This tennis fan was smashing that like button, just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, in reality, he was heckling the female players. They've had enough of him and ordered him to come down on the court. They put him in a tight female tennis skirt and gave him a racket. Definitely not something you would enjoy seeing.
Oh, unlucky.
Game. You're supposed to.
These two players definitely don't like each other. The exchange got so heated that at one point the umpire had to get between them to separate them. Apparently, one of the guys wanted to fight and said he'd be waiting for his opponent outside the stadium. He must have messed up pretty badly. Rafael Nadal had one hell of a time during this match. The dude stopped the game to go and change, not to mention he was buck-ass naked under that towel. One of the girls in this Israeli tennis team couldn't stop laughing after seeing her teammate miss a clear shot. She was even laughing during the serve. This ball boy was a little too enthusiastic picking up the tennis balls. Hey kid, you don't need to be running that hard. You're going to injure... Oh, you already found out. During the Brazil Open tournament, 4 dogs were saved from the slums in Sao Paulo, and they were trained to become bulldogs during the match. Have to admit, they did their job perfectly. If you're going to read a book during a tennis match, then why even bother coming to the freaking game? This ball boy had to do some hard convincing in order to get the pigeon off the tennis court. The bird was being stubborn at first, but was then like, "Alright man, I don't want to bother you, I'll go. Just thought I'd see what you were doing." Wait! Did this tennis player actually do a split on the middle of the tennis court? By accident? It seems like this dude miscalculated the distance by about a foot, so no wonder he lost the freaking point. Heck, if the tennis was about standing like a frozen popsicle, we'd be pros by now. Hey, tennis players get thirsty too. It's just that this one wasn't afraid to go and ask his fans for refreshment. Just as he was about to serve, Roger Federer got attacked by a fan with a flag. He even tried wrapping it around the player's neck, but the athlete quickly freed himself. And for security, we're on him like bees on honey. Novak Djokovic is probably really close with Maria Sharapova. How do we know? Well, he impersonated her perfectly during one match. He even started screaming like her after every successful shot. The player starts yelling, "Can't buy a first serve," when his opponent lost the point. And then the second time around, one of the audience members jumped up and said this.
Net second serve.
Hey, be quiet! This player thinks that she's invisible wearing that towel on her head. Let's not burst her bubble. Elton John didn't enjoy his tennis match too much. Why? Well, it wasn't so much the reporters' questions as it was the bad chair they gave him. And down he goes.
Oh.
Pliskova was really pissed at the umpire because she obviously didn't like her. So after losing the match, she used her racket and smashed a huge hole in the umpire's chair. We have a feeling she didn't want to hit the chair.
Sloopt daar de umpirestoel. Het was ook grappig om te zien trouwens dat Sakkari uit schrik...
No, sweetie! The point is to get the ball to fall on the opponent's side of the court, not smack your partner on the head with it. And guess what? She did it again! Hey, can someone please tell this guy that hats aren't that expensive to get? This is why you need to control your anger on the tennis court. Denis Shapovalov lost a point and got so angry that he grabbed another tennis ball and hit it as hard as he possibly could with a racket. And it hit the umpire straight in the eye. That earned him an immediate disqualification, and the umpire could barely see.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Now watch closely to see what this tennis player did to get the point without his opponents even realizing it. Hey, since when is tennis like baseball? Can you actually take the ball like that?
Say, hold my beer.
How do you mess with the umpire and not get in trouble with it? Just casually pull down his or her sock while you're walking close to him. Okay, how much weed do you have to have smoked that tennis player can actually smell it down on the court? Djokovic told the umpire, "Somebody's smoking weed, I can smell it."
Everybody's getting high. No, honestly. Once you smell it, the whole stadium smells it.
Medvedev got pissed off at the umpire after he gave the player a code violation. Later, when Medvedev went to talk to the umpire, he really wasn't satisfied with the answers. So he slammed his racket against the umpire's chair. Twice, earning him a point penalty, and he still won the game. Another proof that you don't mess with Russians. Thanks for watching, guys.